how's it going? We're here. It's Sunday night. It's happening. Look at us. It feels like a Sunday, doesn't it? You can just tell the sun is still out. I can feel it. You guys just came from your backyards. And you're like, I guess we better get dressed. You're like, what time is it? The show starts at 6. Man, all right. I just woke up. Well, here we are. I love it. Funny Bone. We're at the mall. This is where it's going down. This is where all the funny bones are. They're at the mall. I love it. This is America. You know, like, if you had to describe America in 3 images, it's like bald eagle, pickup truck, comedy club at the mall. Like, that's... I don't know how they do it in the rest of the world, but that's how we do it here in the States. I love it. Hello to everyone way up high. That seems a little overkill. Good Lord, that's up there. Did they have to make it that high? What? Was this always a comedy club? This used to be one of those, like, indoor skydiving places that they're like, oh, they went out of business. We got to refurbish. Hello? I'll make sure to perform big so you can see me. So nice to be here. I know we're not in Cincinnati. We're in Liberty Township, which, I gotta be honest, sounds like a gated community. That sounds like all are not welcome. I will say that. Is your name on the list? Well, you're not seeing Bill. All right? Get on out of here with your shanty car. And I don't know. This is my first time here, but I thought I was going to Cincinnati. And they kept calling it Liberty Township, and I'm like, that's fine. Yeah, it's the suburb of. And then I got here and I looked up because tomorrow morning I have like a 5 a.m. flight out of the Cincinnati one, and then I looked at the map and I'm like, I am not in Cincinnati. That is almost an hour drive I have tomorrow. Wow, I picked a hell of a flight, didn't I? I got to wake up at 3 a.m. Thank God the show's at 6. All right. I gotta take my melatonin gummy at 9, and I gotta be unconscious. Oh man, you know, I had a good day. I was talking to your host in the green room, and she was like, "Where are you coming in from?" And it took 5 seconds. I was like, and I was just there for 3 days straight, and I'm like, and I looked to her for help, and she's like, I don't know where you came from. And I was like, Fort Wayne. That's where I was, Fort Wayne. Have you been? Are you from?
I got tickets to see you in Fort Wayne and here.
And you saw me over there? And here? Oh no, you didn't see me over there. This was, okay. So wow. That is a very mature decision. I like that. I've never done that where I bought a ticket to a concert somewhere over there and you're like, dying, they're coming closer. I'll do this. I'm glad that worked out. I'm really glad. I don't know if you guys have been to Fort Wayne, but I just spent 3 days there and I'm going to talk about it for a little bit. I know it's 3 hours away because I just drove it. Not a lot of interstate between here and there. Just a 2-lane road and corn. And just a lot of people driving real close, but they won't pass you. That's what I had. I had someone just driving real close, and I'm like, just go ahead and pass. I even moved over a little. Come on around. He's like, no, this is where I like it. I just want you to see my eyes through your rear view mirror. It got to the point where I'm like, is he following me from Fort Wayne? Like, is this... But yeah, Fort Wayne's interesting. It's not a big town. It's very small. A lot of churches, even more strip clubs, which is off-putting. It's a noticeable amount. Like when I landed Wednesday night, super late. I'm driving from the airport to the hotel, no freeway. I'm going down a neighborhood street to get to the downtown from the airport. I'm like, and I could tell tomorrow's trash day. That's how much of a neighborhood. Everyone had their cans out. I'm like, tomorrow's trash day. And I got to an intersection and it said Showgirls 3. And I saw that and I was like, oh, all right. Yeah, why can't they have one? You know? And apparently they have 3 girls working at that one. And that's all I thought about it. And the next day, I got a tour of Sweetwater, which is like a giant guitar. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Have you been there? What's that?
I was there yesterday.
All right, dude. That is a long drive and nothing to get to that plot. That's a guitar fan right there. If you don't know what Sweetwater is, it's like an Amazon distribution center for instruments. It's all guitar. It's huge. It's awesome. Did you go down the slide? Yeah. Oh, dude. It's open to the pub. Obviously, open to the. They let us in. But they have all this cool stuff that's also for the employees. Like they have a doctor in there for them. They got a salon. They got a full restaurant. And it's for the employees, and it's also open to the public. And they have a slide that goes from the second deck. It's like this. Like imagine there was a slide that just dropped. That's what they had. And when I showed up, there's the guy who gave me the tour. He saw me eyeballing the slide. And he's like, you can go down the slide if you want. And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, go for it. And it felt weird because there's one little girl who just kept doing the slide. And it just didn't, I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, nah, we all go do it. So I went up there and did it. I don't know if you've been on a slide recently, but you'll turn into an 8-year-old like that. Like at the top, you're like, this is dumb. I shouldn't do this. And then it's just, whee! Like it comes right out of you. You're like, I'm 8 again. Whee! And I came down. And then you get shot at the bottom and you're in a cafeteria. Like that's... So it's weird because you get shot out and I just came off a slide energy and then you're just there and people are just eating chicken. And then you come off like, all right. It's like a weird... But I enjoyed it. I love Sweetwater. But on the way to Sweetwater, I was at an intersection and I saw Showgirls 1, and I was like, oh, it's a franchise. I didn't know it was a chain, And then on the other side, it was like Belinda's Exotic Dancer, and I was like, what? This is too many. Because I'm like, how many people are in this town? And I Googled it, and it was less than 300,000. It's like 260,000 people. And they have too many churches and too many strip clubs. It feels like it's a battle for the town. All right? That's what it feels like. It feels like the church is like, get in here, we can get you into heaven. And the strip clubs are like, oh, come on, hell ain't that bad. And I told the townspeople this. I told them this. I was like, there's only 260,000 people in this town, and there's so many churches, so many strip clubs. Some of you are going to both, all right? It doesn't make sense for both of these to exist without some of you double dipping, all right? Some of you are double dipping. And it made me wonder if anyone ever walked into the wrong building like they were dressed for the other one, but they showed up. Show up with a suit and tie and the Bible, and you're like, oh dear, I went into the wrong one. It's like the gif of Abe Simpson going in. Remember that? And he sees Bart, and you're like, oh, and there's my hat, and I'm out of here. But I had a good time. I had a really eventful weekend. I called 911 this weekend. I was a part of I'm okay. I was adjacent to an emergency. They put me in a nice hotel that had valet parking, so you have to wait. And so I was waiting for my car with the valet driver. The other guy was getting the car, and like a lady fell, like an elderly lady fell, and she hit her head. So everyone ran over, and then I ran over too. And you ever run to like an emergency? And then you get there and you're like, what the hell did I come over here for? You ever because I got there and I realized I have no skills. I don't have EMS training. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Am I supposed to lift her legs? Why am I here? I just joined the other people and we just did this to this sweet lady who's just like, I have fallen. And we're like, yep, you are down there, aren't you? And so I very quickly realized I don't know anything, and then I'm like, you should do something. I'm like, I'll call the ambulance. And so I pull out and I call 911, and while I'm calling, I'm like, I don't think I've ever done this before. It was kind of exciting. And I don't know if you guys have ever called 911, but I didn't know this. They don't pick up right away. I don't know, I had like a solid 8 to 10 rings before someone picked up. You guys don't seem shocked by this. Like, do you call 911 a lot? Like, it rang so much that I remember I looked to make sure I dialed the right number. I was like, did I hit 2 9s or something? How is it still Because the people around the lady are looking at me like, are you calling? I'm like, they haven't picked up. I'm like, oh, we picked the wrong guy for the phone, you know? And it was like 10, I thought they would like half a ring and someone would be like, yeah, what, you know, like a jealous spouse. Where are you? Like just that's what I was expecting, half a ring. Where have you been? You know? And it wasn't. It was like 10 rings and then just a very calm person. Just like, hey. And I'm like, no. We need an ambulance. And I filled them in on what happened, and then they keep asking you more questions. I thought it'd be done. I'm like, I gave you the address. I told you, send it, you know? And they're like, oh, well, I need more information. How old is the woman? And I'm like, you can't I gotta just guess her age out loud in front of everybody? And because I remember I was looking, and I'm like, I can't go with my first guess, but I also don't want to be wrong, you know? I can't go, I don't know, 100? Like, I can't. You can't do that. Why don't I guess her weight while I'm at it? You want me to do that? I'm going to guess wrong twice. This lady's going to nip up to her feet and beat me up in front of everybody. She's fine. Never mind. I guessed the age wrong. But then they're like, all right, we're sending an ambulance. And then they didn't like hang up or say, see you later. They just kind of just stopped talking to me. So then I'm over there like, hello? And there's just no one there. There's no dial tone. It's like I'm still on the call, but they're just like, hello? Hello? And then people around me are like, are they coming? And I'm like, I think so. I think I did it. And then while we're waiting, my car shows up. Like the valet driver brought my car. And I had to go. Like, I had to go do my show. I don't know if you've ever left an emergency before, but it's awkward. I'm like, I gotta go. See you later. And I waved. I waved to the people. I have to go, like, I don't know how you politely leave an emergency. And I just remember being in the car going, I don't know if I handled that right. I don't know. But it was she's better. The family was staying at the hotel, so I got the 411. She's doing all right. I know you guys were worried. I know some of you are like, wow, he makes up such tall tales. This is a true story that happened to me. I just want to be better, you know? I also want to be happy for people. When do you mature to that level where you can just be happy for someone? You just watch someone be happy and successful and you're like, yeah, but you mean it? When does that happen? Because I fake it all the time. Whoa! You won again! Wow! Look at you keep winning, you know? It's just hard. I want to change that about me. I actively try to fight it. Like, what happened? Taylor Swift got engaged to Travis Kelce. Yeah, and I saw it on my phone, and my initial tongue was... And why? Why? Those people never did anything to me. All they did was find love. With another person, they found someone to match with, and they're like, will you be my partner for life? And then they posted their, and I'm like, what an awful, I don't think Taylor Swift has ever done anything to anybody. I'm not a Swiftie, I don't know her stuff, but like, she's so famous that if she was ever mean to anyone, it would be a huge story. And it's never come out. I think she just might be a nice person that likes to come out and play a guitar and go, hey, this is a song. You know her stuff, you know, this is, hey. You know, and Travis Kelce, I like his brother better. Like he has if you don't know, he has another brother, and he seems more likable. I don't know, he just seems more down to earth, just like a nice guy. Whatever, they have a podcast, and Travis Kelce just seems like he bumped his coach. Remember that Super Bowl? He like chest bumped Andy Reid's like 108, and he chest bumped. For all I know, Travis Kelce's the one that knocked over that old lady in Fort Wayne. I don't know. I looked after the fact. But like, to me, Travis Kelce's a little bit of a, you know, and here comes Taylor Swift. And I'm like, but why can't they have happiness? Why can't I be happy for them? It's because they're doing better than me. All right? It's because they're both doing better than me, and I'm tired of it. All right? But I want them to be happy. People are like, oh, I can't wait for them to break up. Can you imagine the songs? And it's like, I look forward to her music if they just stay together. Just how those change. My parents are coming over Saturday. Keep your day free. Sorry, I had to say that stuff. That response was the right response. That was an awful joke. That's the only song of hers I know, but it's catchy. But who knows? Maybe she'll fix him, you know? Maybe with the nice songs like "Don't Hit the Elderly," and then he'll change. Or it'll be the other way, like she'll go to the dark, you know, like the end of Grease or something. Remember that? Remember the end of Grease? He shows up all preppy, and she'll just be like Olivia Newton-John, just in black leather. Either way, we should be interested to see how it all pans out. Thank you. Some of those people, you're enjoying that. Some people are eating cheeseburgers. I love it. Comedy at the mall. I'm going to go to the arcade after this and see a movie. I love it. But yeah, I'm trying. I just want to be, I'm ready to be, I think I got to mature, you know? I want to get better control of my emotions. That's an adult move, where you can be in control of your emotions. I don't know how to do it. Like, I either confrontations, I either don't react or I overreact. I'm never in the right amount of react, you know? I'm either like, huh? Or I'm like, I'll murder your family. Like, I don't know how to do the in-between one. And that's important. That's really important. I've had 2 examples of situations where I've gone different directions. Like most recently, I blew up. We were in San Diego. My wife was driving. We were downtown. We were going to our favorite coffee shop. And parking's tough down there. But she found a spot. There's an open spot. There's a car parked here, and there's an open spot. So she swooped in. As soon as she swooped in, this car started honking at her. And another car pulled up, and they both started honking. And my wife's like, what's going on? I'm like, we're about to kill some people. That's what's going on. And I was getting all prepped. She's like, calm down. I'm like, I will not calm down. This is war. And you know what got me is they're horning at you, which is already, for men, you're like, well, get your battle shield on. We're about to, the police are coming. And what really got me is I looked in the rear view with the horning, and the second car was a white Cadillac. And the reason that bothers me is because I grew up poor in the trailer park, and I'm not poor anymore, but that's my insecurity. I feel like people could smell it on me. So I just remember they're horning, and I saw the Cadillac, and I'm like, I'm not poor anymore. And my wife was like, what? And I'm like, let's go. And she's like, why don't you calm down? And I remember the guy came up to yell, and she rolled the window down. I'm like, I'll kill your family. And she's like, hey! And apparently what this car behind us was trying to do, this car was trying to save his spot and that open spot for the Cadillac, which you can't do that. What fantasy world do you live in? Downtown in a major city? You can't do that. And then, so my wife just played dumb. My wife's like, what's going on? And the guy's like, I was trying to, that spot, I was gonna, and she's like, but you were stopped. And he's like, yeah, but the spot was gonna be for that car. And he's like, oh, so you were trying to save this spot for your friend? Like this is a high school cafeteria? And you should have seen that guy's face drop, and he went, he walked up, and I'm like, yeah, that was a lot better than my plan. That was, I thought, that's so much better. I don't know. Hey, you finished my YouTube video. Thank you so much. I am personally very proud of you. You know how to finish things you start. There's plenty more videos on my channel to watch if you haven't seen them already. Also, I'm on the road all the time, so come catch me live. Go to zoltancomedy.com to see my tour schedule. You can buy tickets through there, and only buy tickets through my website because there's scammers now that are upcharging people for tickets that aren't even good, that won't even get you in. Complete rip-offs. So only go to zoltancomedy.com. And thank you so much for watching my videos.